Lewis Hamilton stands as one of the most accomplished figures in Formula One history, holding the record for the highest number of race victories and consistently demonstrating exceptional skill behind the wheel. Yet, beneath this impressive resume lies a pattern of intense emotional outbursts and public frustrations that have occasionally overshadowed his achievements on the track. Recently, reports surfaced suggesting that the 41-year-old driver is involved in a private romance with Kim Kardashian, the 45-year-old entrepreneur and founder of Schemes. The pair has reportedly been seen together in various locations, including London, the Cotswolds countryside, and Aspen, indicating a relationship that is developing steadily and discreetly. This new chapter in Hamilton's personal life has prompted some observers, particularly friends of his former partner Nicole Scherzinger, to express concerns about what they describe as his challenging personality traits, including a tendency toward being difficult to satisfy and displaying a nasty streak during past relationships. Friends close to Scherzinger have shared recollections of Hamilton being hard to please while they were together, hinting at underlying tensions that could resurface in new romantic connections. These comments add a layer of caution to the excitement surrounding his rumored involvement with Kardashian, painting a picture of a man whose drive for perfection extends beyond the racetrack into his private interactions. To understand the context of these concerns, it's worth examining several notable instances from Hamilton's career where his frustrations boiled over publicly, revealing a side of the driver that contrasts sharply with his composed public image. One particularly vivid example came toward the end of a difficult season with his new team, Ferrari. Hamilton expressed profound disappointment after a qualifying session where he placed only 16th, a result he viewed as marginal improvement after even worse performances in recent races, such as starting last in Las Vegas and 17th in Qatar. Over the team radio, he voiced his exasperation, lamenting the gap to his teammate and struggling to articulate the depth of his emotions. In post-session comments, he described an unbearable amount of anger and rage building inside him, admitting there were few words adequate to capture his inner turmoil. This outburst followed a high-speed crash during final practice, where he lost control at a demanding corner, spun into the barriers and caused significant front-end damage to his car. The mechanics faced a rushed repair, yet the incident underscored the mounting pressures Hamilton felt in adapting to the new machinery and team dynamics. Walking away from the wreckage, he carried a piece of debris back to the garage, a symbolic gesture reflecting both his disappointment and determination. Another memorable radio rant occurred during his time with Mercedes at the Dutch Grand Prix. Hamilton had been leading comfortably until a late safety car deployment prompted most competitors to pit for fresh tires, while his team opted to keep him on older mediums. As the race resumed, rivals on superior rubber overtook him one by one, dropping him from contention. In a heated exchange over the radio, he unleashed his anger, accusing the team of ruining his chances and expressing how furious he felt. He later reflected on the moment as reaching an emotional breaking point, apologizing to the crew for losing control briefly. That season proved especially tough, marking the first year since his rookie campaign without a single victory, amplifying the sting of strategic missteps. The rivalry with Max Verstappen also produced sharp exchanges. During the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, after a collision sparked by Verstappen's abrupt braking while attempting to return the lead position, Hamilton labeled the Dutch driver as F******ing crazy over the radio. He accused Verstappen of brake testing him deliberately, calling it dangerous and highlighting a pattern of behavior that pushed boundaries. Despite securing the win, Hamilton maintained his criticism afterward, noting that some drivers operate beyond acceptable limits without regard for rules or safety, drawing from decades of racing experience. Frustrations with equipment surfaced dramatically after a challenging weekend in Brazil. Finishing poorly in both the sprint and main race, Hamilton described the car as the worst he had ever driven, comparing it to riding a rigid plank of wood with no proper suspension. He vented over the radio about the disaster of the weekend and even hinted at potentially walking away from the remainder of the season. Post-race, he elaborated on the car's stiffness and lack of control, expressing a desire to escape to a holiday rather than endure more bumpy circuits. These comments reflected not just mechanical dissatisfaction but a deeper weariness with ongoing struggles. Earlier in his career, tensions with teammate Fernando Alonso during his debut McLaren season created significant drama. As a rookie facing a double world champion, Hamilton pushed aggressively in races, including Monaco, where he admitted to applying pressure in hopes of forcing a mistake from Alonso, despite team orders to maintain positions. Their feud escalated with incidents like blocking in the pits and broken qualifying agreements, culminating in equal points tallies but costing the team in the championship battle. Even with childhood friend Nico Rosberg at Mercedes, professional rivalry strained their bond. After races where Hamilton felt disadvantaged by team decisions, he publicly distanced himself, stating they were merely colleagues rather than friends. The emotional fallout lingered, requiring effort to maintain civility after key title moments. These episodes collectively illustrate a driver whose passion for winning can manifest as intense frustration when expectations aren't met. Whether clashing with teams, rivals, or machinery, Hamilton's reactions often reveal the high stakes and pressures he navigates. As his personal life intersects with high-profile romance rumors, these past patterns add nuance to perceptions of his character, with some fearing echoes of past difficulties could affect new relationships. Yet Hamilton's resilience and continued success suggest these moments are part of a complex personality driven by relentless ambition.